Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Make illegal payments in exchange for favors or influence. An advantageous purchase. The stock was a real buy at that price. Obtain by purchase. Acquire by means of a financial transaction. She buys for the big department store. Accept as true. I can't buy this story. Acquire by trade or sacrifice or exchange. She wanted to buy his love with her dedication to him and his work. Be worth or be capable of buying. This sum will buy you a ride on the train. Payment made to a person in a position of trust to corrupt his judgment. Make illegal payments in exchange for favors or influence. Containing errors or alterations. A corrupt text. Touched by rot or decay. Corrupt is archaic. Corrupt morally or by intemperance or sensuality. Socrates was accused of corrupting young men. Make illegal payments in exchange for favors or influence. Place under suspicion or cast doubt upon. Not straight, dishonest or immoral or evasive. Alter from the original. Lacking in integrity. Humanity they knew to be corrupt from the day of Adam's creation. Make illegal payments in exchange for favors or influence. An agreement between parties, usually arrived at after discussion, fixing obligations of each. He made a bargain with the devil. Negotiate the terms of an exchange. We bargained for a beautiful rug in the bazaar. An advantageous purchase. She got a bargain at the auction. Come to terms. Arrive at an agreement. Move stealthily. Take without the owner's consent. An advantageous purchase. A stolen base. An instance in which a base runner advances safely during the delivery of a pitch, without the help of a hit or walk or passed ball or wild pitch. Steal a base. The mechanical advantage gained by being in a position to use a lever. Obtain by purchase. Acquire by means of a financial transaction. The family purchased a new car. A means of exerting influence or gaining advantage. He could get no purchase on the situation. Something acquired by purchase. The acquisition of something for payment. They closed the purchase with a handshake. Take over ownership of corporations and companies. Amass so as to keep for future use or sale or for a particular occasion or use. Take over ownership of corporations and companies. Cancel or discharge a debt. Pay up, please. Dedicate. Pay attention to. Convey, as of a compliment, regards, attention, etc., bestow. Don't pay him any mind. Do or give something to somebody in return. Does she pay you for the work you are doing? Something that remunerates. He wasted his pay on drink. Bring in. How much does this savings certificate pay annually? Bear, a cost or penalty, in recompense for some action. You'll pay for this. Be worth it. It pays to go through the trouble. Discharge or settle. Pay a debt. Give money, usually in exchange for goods or services. Make a compensation for. Render. Pay a visit. Come to have or undergo a change of physical features and attributes. Gain through experience. I acquired a strong aversion to television. Gain knowledge or skills. Children acquire language at an amazing rate. Win something through one's efforts. I acquired a passing knowledge of Chinese. Come into the possession of something concrete or abstract. They acquired a new pet. Take on a certain form, attribute, or aspect. Locate, a moving entity, by means of a tracking system such as radar. Reach with a blow or hit in a particular spot. Come to have or undergo a change of physical features and attributes. Leave immediately, used usually in the imperative form. Perceive by hearing. She didn't get his name when they met the first time. Undergo, as of injuries and illnesses. Make, offspring, by reproduction. Give certain properties to something. Get someone mad. Be a mystery or bewildering to. Suffer from the receipt of. Receive as a retribution or punishment. Take vengeance on or get even. We'll get them. Achieve a point or goal. Move into a desired direction of discourse. Go through mental or physical states or experiences. Get an idea. Irritate. Her childish behavior really get to me. Take the first step or steps in carrying out an action. Let's get down to work now. Succeed in catching or seizing, especially after a chase. Apprehend and reproduce accurately. Enter or assume a certain state or condition. It must be getting more serious. Attract and fix. Receive a specified treatment, abstract. Earn or achieve a base by being walked by the pitcher. Be stricken by an illness, fall victim to an illness. Cause to move. Cause to be in a certain position or condition. Come into the possession of something concrete or abstract. Cause to do. Cause to act in a specified manner. Reach a destination. Arrive by movement or progress. She didn't get to Chicago until after midnight. Go or come after and bring or take back. Grasp with the mind or develop an understanding of. Did you get it? Acquire as a result of some effort or action. You cannot get water out of a stone. A return on a shot that seemed impossible to reach and would normally have resulted in a point for the opponent. Communicate with a place or person. Establish communication with, as if by telephone. The operator couldn't get Kobe because of the earthquake. Evoke an emotional response. Brahms's Requiem gets me every time. Overcome or destroy. Purchase. What did you get at the toy store? Reach and board. Reach by calculation. What do you get when you add up these numbers? Judge or regard. Look upon, judge. I believe her to be very smart. Be confident about something. I believe that he will come back from the war. Accept as true, take to be true. I believed his report. Credit with veracity. You cannot believe this man. Follow a credo. Have a faith, be a believer. When you hear his sermons, you will be able to believe, too. Be priced at. Represent, as of a character on stage. Form or compose. These constitute my entire belonging. Be identical or equivalent to. Have life, be alive. A light, strong, brittle, gray, toxic, bivalent metallic element. Have an existence, be extant. Work in a specific place, with a specific subject, or in a specific function. Have the quality of being. Copula, used with an adjective or a predicate noun. Occupy a certain position or area, be somewhere. What is behind this behavior? Spend or use time. I may be an hour. To remain unmolested, undisturbed, or uninterrupted, used only in infinitive form. Let her be. Eliminate by paying off, debts. Pay off, loans or promissory notes. Take vengeance on or get even. Do or give something to somebody in return. Pay someone with influence in order to receive a favor. Yield a profit or result. Pay someone with influence in order to receive a favor. Piece of solid food for dipping in a liquid. Cover with liquid. Pour liquid onto. A prescribed procedure to be followed routinely. Be or become thoroughly soaked or saturated with a liquid. A concession given to mollify or placate. The offer was a sop to my feelings. Dip into liquid. Sop bread into the sauce. Give a conciliatory gift or bribe to. A bargain rate for travelers on commercial routes, usually air routes. The act of singing. With a shout and a song they marched up to the gates. The imperial dynasty of China from 960 to 1279. Noted for art and literature and philosophy. A short musical composition with words. A successful musical must have at least 3 good songs. The characteristic sound produced by a bird. A bird will not learn its song unless it hears it at an early age. A distinctive or characteristic sound. The song of bullets was in the air. A very small sum. He bought it for a song. The income or profit arising from such transactions as the sale of land or other property. Be capable of holding or containing. This box won't take all the items. Remove something concrete, as by lifting, pushing, or taking off, or remove something abstract. Take the gun from your pocket. Serve oneself to, or consume regularly. I don't take sugar in my coffee. Make a film or photograph of something. Take a scene. Be designed to hold or take. This surface will not take the dye. Require, time or space. Take somebody somewhere. Can you take me to the main entrance? Have sex with. Archaic use. He had taken this woman when she was most vulnerable. Have with oneself. Have on one's person. She always takes an umbrella. Receive or obtain regularly. We take the Times every day. Admit into a group or community. Head into a specified direction. Pick out, select, or choose from a number of alternatives. Take into consideration for exemplifying purposes. Assume, as of positions or roles. Interpret something in a certain way. Convey a particular meaning or impression. How should I take this message? Lay claim to, as of an idea. Accept or undergo, often unwillingly. Make use of or accept for some purpose. Take a risk. Take something or somebody with oneself somewhere. Engage for service under a term of contract. Shall we take a guide in Rome? Be stricken by an illness, fall victim to an illness. Take on a certain form, attribute, or aspect. Take as an undesirable consequence of some event or state of affairs. Get into one's hands, take physically. Can you take this bag, please? Require as useful, just, or proper. It takes nerve to do what she did. Occupy or take on. Receive willingly something given or offered. Be a student of a certain subject. Proceed along in a vehicle. Point or cause to go, blows, weapons, or objects such as photographic equipment, towards. Ascertain or determine by measuring, computing or take a reading from a dial. Take a pulse. Be seized or affected in a specified way. Take sick. Buy, select. I'll take a pound of that sausage. Carry out. Take action. Experience or feel or submit to. Obtain by winning. Winner takes all. Take by force. Take into one's possession. I'll take 3 salmon steaks. The act of photographing a scene or part of a scene without interruption. Travel or go by means of a certain kind of transportation, or a certain route. He takes the bus to work. Buy what had previously been sold, lost, or given away. Perceive with the senses quickly, suddenly, or momentarily. Register, perceptual input. Pick up a signal. Take into custody. Take and lift upward. Get to know or become aware of, usually accidentally. Fill with high spirits. Fill with optimism. Gather or collect. They pick up our trash twice a week. Eat by pecking it, like a bird. Gain or regain energy. Improve significantly. Go from bad to good. Buy casually or spontaneously. Get in addition, as an increase. Give a passenger or a hitchhiker a lift. Lift out or reflect from a background. Meet someone for sexual purposes. He always tries to pick up girls in bars. Take up by hand. Buy what had previously been sold, lost, or given away. The act of purchasing back something previously sold. Take out of a literary work in order to cite or copy. Buy and consume food from a restaurant or establishment that sells prepared food. We'll take out pizza, since I am too tired to cook. Purchase prepared food to be eaten at home. Remove from its packing. Remove, usually with some force or effort, also used in an abstract sense. Take out a splinter. Take out or remove. Take out the chicken after adding the vegetables. Cause to leave. Bring, take, or pull out of a container or from under a cover. Make a date. Remove, a commodity, from a supply source. Prevent from being included or considered or accepted. Take liquid out of a container or well. Obtain by legal or official process. Take out a license. Remove something from a container or an enclosed space. Adopt as a belief. I subscribe to your view on abortion. Receive or obtain regularly. Mark with one's signature. Write one's name on. Pay, an amount of money, as a contribution to a charity or service, especially at regular intervals. Offer to buy, as of stocks and shares. The broker subscribed 500 shares. Receive or obtain regularly. Take up, as of debts or payments. Free someone temporarily from his or her obligations. Take over ownership of corporations and companies. Do over. Take up and practice as one's own. Take on as one's own the expenses or debts of another person. Seize and take control without authority and possibly with force. Take as one's right or possession. Take on titles, offices, duties, responsibilities. Purchase prepared food to be eaten at home. Buy on impulse without proper reflection. Criminal law. An act punishable by law, usually considered an evil act.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.